我们正青春，有请彭文庆。
大家好，今天很高兴来到这里。Have you ever looked at a piece of abstract art and said to yourself, what is that? Or, I could do that, or a child could do that. You're not alone. Hi, my name is Kevin Pong. Today I'm here to talk to you about abstract art. My Chinese name is Peng Wenqing. My grandparents gave me that name. My father is Chinese, my mother is American. I attended specialized art schools and graduated from the University of Washington with an oil painting degree. Although my father is Chinese, and he passed down Chinese traditions and ideas to me, so to complete myself as an artist and as a person, I decided I would go to China to study Chinese painting and culture and to further myself and complete myself as an artist. Before arriving in China, I painted these paintings. This is a self-portrait I did with fruit on my shoulders. The idea here was to combine a self-portrait with a still life. This painting is of a sergeant sleeping. I took this picture at an airport while the sergeant was sleeping. I asked her if I could paint her picture, and she agreed. After arriving in China, I decided I needed to study the most important Chinese artists. And most of the most important Chinese artists lived during the Tang and Song dynasties. After studying Chinese painting, I realized that it's very, very difficult. The Chinese brush isn't forgiving. If you make a mistake, it's immediate. With a Chinese brush, once you touch the paper with a brush, it's permanent, it's done. As I continued to practice many hours just to paint these paintings, I realized whenever I wasn't focused or my mind wasn't at ease, that it would show in my brushstrokes. The brushstrokes would be crooked, or if I held my brush too long in one spot, the ink would spread very quickly. So I realized my brushstrokes needed to be natural and beautiful and smooth. This was a very important concept for me. Here is a painting of Qing Dynasty horses. You may be wondering right now, what do Chinese paintings and brushes have to do with abstract art? Well, abstract art is not a new concept. Abstract art has been, especially in China, for hundreds of years. This painting is by Shi Tao, and as you can see, there's many dots on the painting. And this has a very abstract feel. Even the mountains have thin lines. This painting is by Wu Guanzhong. He's considered the father of modern Chinese painting. And here, his painting is also clearly abstract. This painting I did was an early abstract painting I did. I was trying to master the brush. I repeat this idea all through the painting to create a sense of almost growth and of positive energy. I'm trying to empower the viewer. This painting is called The Example of a Good Man. I think everyone has seen somebody do something good and positive in their life, and they've taken that example and they want to pass it down or take it for themselves and repeat it. I think this is a great idea, and I wanted to communicate it through a painting. Here I'm using thin, small brush strokes to create the idea of almost small explosions, and also the small brush strokes create larger images. This painting is called Breakthrough. I had struggled with my emotions a lot before painting this painting, and I couldn't calm myself down, so I meditated. And after meditation, I achieved peace and was able to create this painting. That was a breakthrough for me, and that's why it's called Breakthrough. This painting is called You Search. You don't actually search for anything in the painting. There's no hidden objects, but in fact, I want you to search for the brushstrokes. Look for the communication within the lines to understand what's being communicated in the painting. As an artist, I think it's my responsibility to provide an alternative to profit-driven art. We see it everywhere we go, in the subways, advertisements, billboards, on buildings, on our computers, and even on our cell phones. This painting is called The Phoenix's Song. As you can see, the color is very bright and strikes your emotions right away. This can actually distract the viewer from what's being communicated through the brushstrokes. This painting, I removed the color so you can just see the black and the white. Here, the brushstrokes are fast and thick and dark. The reason for this is because I was frustrated. I think you can tell that it looks somewhat frustrating to look at. The reason for the frustration was because the ink, the oil paint itself is very sticky and it does not flow like the Chinese brush. Abstract art is an art of patience and understanding. It reflects life, just like life. Sometimes we don't understand life and we get confused or we are frustrated. But with a little time, patience, and contemplation, we can come to a beautiful understanding. I hope you've learned a lot about art and abstract art and what makes abstract art. Thank you. 谢谢大家。